The Tory leadership race is definitely heating up. It's all about China now. The last few days we had different topics that they focused on. The NHS came up first, then the situation with the border and illegal migration, and now today is all about China. Liz Truss and her campaign team are slamming Rishi Sunak because of her links to China, as well as his track record in government and his relationship with the Chinese Communist Party. The guy that says he wants to make Britain great again. He wants to run this country in a conservative way. That's what he claims. He claims to be a Thatcherite. Yet, his track record doesn't really prove that. There's been this massive debate over the last few years, the clash between the Treasury, which was basically Rishi Sunak and his team, and the Foreign Office, which again, Foreign Secretary is Liz Truss. But it's not because of these two. The last few years, regardless of who were running these departments, there have always been a clash inside the system, the British state, because the Foreign Office are skeptical, yet the Treasury want more money, so they keep pandering to China in the name of cooperation and free trade. Fair trade, equal, level playing field, doesn't work with China. Liz Truss' campaign says, Rishi still seems to be labouring under the failed assumptions of the golden era, that we can trade away the differences between President Xi's China and liberal democracy. This is something that Donald Trump was talking about years ago, before he became president, and everybody laughed at his face when he was talking about China, and he said, well, this relationship is not working between the West and China, it's not fair trade, we have to stop this, we have to be more skeptical. The establishment, the likes of Obama, David Cameron, and all the others, Merkel, they laughed. Now they realize, oh, maybe he was right. While realizing they're still continuing the relationship. The things have not changed. It's absolutely fascinating that they don't learn, because they don't want to learn. It's in their vested interest. Why would they change what's good for them and what's good for the hawkish, the globalists? Now, we have talked about on this channel about Rishi Sunak's not just links and his family links to firms in China who are linked to the Chinese Communist Party, but that's not my only problem with that. It's what they've been doing with it as policy. Now, Team Rishi says, we can pursue with confidence an economic relationship with China in a safe, mutually beneficial way. They've also said that China is going to be a significant feature of the global economy. It will be wrong to ignore that. Yes, it will be wrong to ignore that, but doesn't mean that just because they are now a massive global and economic power, doesn't mean that you have to surrender. It means that you have to be more cautious. Don't just, not just pander, you're literally just saying, well, I'm going to obey. The Western world order that existed since the 40s and 50s is now changing towards a new Chinese level, because they've tried to basically embrace our model. So they introduced so-called capitalism in China. They copied and pasted the model, but they changed it. It's corporatism. So it's a very corrupt system. It's not really. It's a national socialist country with a corporatist economic model. And it's been working because they can cheat and they can win against us. They're using what we had against ourselves. And that's why the likes of the World Economic Forum and all the others are now basically trying to be like, well, we're going to have to then play them with what they have. Like, so you're basically just doing a circle of doom. That's exactly what's going on. And it doesn't really work. But Liz Truss, bless her, and the Foreign Office. I know people can change maybe, but she was involved with David Cameron's cabinet at the time. She was in government when George Osborne and David Cameron went to China, shook hands with President Xi and his Communist Party friends. And she also went and said things like this.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
I didn't show you this because of the historic joke about that speech, that awkward, very, very awkward moment. What was that about? But when you watch this, when you listen to it, the context was David Cameron's agenda, the British government's agenda. that, well, we're going to go open up pork markets in Beijing. That was part of the package. That was part of the new relationship that actually started in 1992 under Bill Clinton, when he opened the door to China saying, guys, come on, let's make you rich and make you Western, and we could take advantage and you would take advantage, and then you created the beast. That's what you did. And people like Kissinger were talking about that ages ago. Nobody listened, with all these flaws, by the way. But it is what it is. This is the world we're living in, and nobody's doing anything about it. But we will do something about this on this channel. Just another reminder, as a shameless plug, we have created a new campaign and new merchandise that comes with it. Build Back Britain, to fight against globalism. The link is in the description. I'm going to give you more details over the next couple of days about what we're doing with the nationwide tour, going around the country with our new grassroots campaign. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.